Okay, this is a check trying out the new SketchUp 8 Introduction to SketchUp. So we're going to find the icon in the drop down menu. We're looking for SketchUp 8 and we're going to click on that, wait until it loads. Okay, SketchUp 8, when you first open it, or each time you open it, you'll get this menu set here. So what we're actually looking for is in the bottom right hand corner we've got something called Start Using SketchUp. So click on Start Using SketchUp and SketchUp will load. When you get SketchUp loaded, you'll notice we've got a woman in the middle here. She's just for orientation. If I click on the middle button, I can move around and you can start to see and spin. If I hold it round and go left to right, you can start to see this is a 3D design package. Notice you've got a blue axis, a vertical axis, red axis that comes out towards you, and a green axis there. And this point here in the middle is called the origin. So we're just going to remove this woman who is just there to orientate us. So we're just going to select her using the arrow key, and you notice in SketchUp if you select something it goes dark blue, and then we're just going to press the delete key on the keyboard and that'll remove her. So if when you open it up you don't get the full menu set, what I would suggest you do is that you go to View, Toolbars and click on Large Tool Set. You may find it starts like this, so you may have to go to View, Toolbars, Large Tool Set. It just gives you everything duplicated down the left hand side and a few extra tools. So we're going to try out a really simple drawing to start with, and we're going to try out drawing it with a rectangle. So we select the rectangle tool with the left hand mouse, and notice as we go near any part or any point in SketchUp it will intuitively ask you if that's where you mean to go. So it's asking us, do we want to click on the origin, the start here. So I would generally try and start all your drawings on the origin. So we click with the left button, drag it out, and you can click a rectangle. I'm just going to maximize this, and you'll notice in this corner here at the top, okay, you'll notice I've got a set of measurements there. I can actually make these precise, so I'm going to type in my keyboard 100, and this is in millimeters, comma by 150, and then press enter, and you notice that disappears right down into the middle where the origin is. And what we're going to do is try and fill the screen with that, and the best way of doing that is go to a tool called Zoom Extents. There's one here, or there's one on this left hand icon bar there. So click. Now if I hold the middle button down, that will give us our box. You can actually dimension using this tool, so I'm going to use the dimension tool. Click on that, click on this button here, click on that end there, and then drag it away, and that's 150. Click on there, and drag that away, and you can see that's 100 millimeters. If I click with the middle button, the wheel, and then hold it down, you can see how this is a 3D rectangle, 150 by 100. Now I'm going to use this tool called Push Pull, and you notice when you go over the top of a surface, if it becomes dots on it, blue dots, then you can pull or push this surface up. So I'm going to click and lift it up, and notice again in the distance in this bottom right hand corner I can actually put a precise measurement, so I'm going to put 50 in, and that gives me a box of that measurement. I'm going to dimension that. Again, we could dimension these all in 3D. That's a real advantage if you're wanting to know the exact sizes in your drawing. Okay, so that's my block 3D. Okay, and that's the end of the lesson.